Now you're joining in the 500 startups in Aichi.
Yeah.
Acceleration. The first question is, what are you working on the program?
In the program, there are 3 people that participate from Corpy. It's Kohei, the CEO, it's Yukari-san, and myself. So we're splitting the time of the participation between the 3 of us because otherwise it would be just too much. So the program itself is targeted at startups mostly in the early stage of their development. So from the beginning, the first 2 weeks were actually lessons for us to learn how we should be working on, first of all, developing the product that we have, and then marketing this product so that we could find clients or we could find investors. So what we're learning in more detail is what we should be thinking about so that we can guide the development of our product, and also how we can establish ourselves in the market. We're learning how to expand in the market. We're learning about how to get in touch with investors or with corporations that might be interested in our product. So I think it's really essential stuff for the first steps of a startup, to say that.
So you're learning a lot of things every week.
Yeah, actually the first 2 weeks were really busy and we learned so many things.
Yeah.
But personally, because I'm more on a technical side, not on the business side, I learned many new things. And actually many of these things I could apply to something that I never thought about. For example, now we're in the process of hiring new people. If you want to work for Corpy, please submit your candidature. There was this thing called the ICE method, ICE. So what you do with it is you have if you have a bunch of ideas, for example, you can classify them based on this method. I don't exactly recall what is I, C, and E. So you classify your ideas and you give them a score. So what you do is you focus on the idea with the highest score. This is the idea that will take the least effort and you can implement it in the shortest time, and you will have the biggest turnout, basically. So in the same way, we're classifying our candidates from LinkedIn. So we're saying, do they speak Japanese? Are they based in Tokyo? Are they able to manage their own team? Something like this. And actually, inspired by this ICE method, I could actually classify the applicants, because out of the 50 people that we have on LinkedIn, it would have been impossible for me to have an interview with all of them. So for me personally, it was quite useful, I want to say.
そうですね、毎日結構午前午後、みっちりなスケジュールでその新しい事業を立ち上げるとか、そういったことに関してのいろんなカリキュラムが組まれていて、私は主にエルダンさんと手分けしてやってるんですけども、私は主にその事業開発パートで、その営業のやり方ですとか PR の仕方ですとか、そもそも顧客にどうやって当たっていくんだとか、そういった基本的なことを、講義ですとか自分の実践とか含めて、学んでいる最中です。はい。
So now you're approximately half of the program, right?
Right.
So half of the program has finished so far. So what have been the exciting parts and challenging parts?
Right. I mean, the exciting part for me personally was the fact that we got to get in touch with all of these other startups in Japan. So some of them are based in Tokyo, some of them are in Aichi, because it's mostly for the Aichi prefecture, right? So it's very exciting to see what these other people are doing, because these all are people that are so motivated and they have this really nice idea and they want to promote it. And the fact that they are in this accelerator means that they have done something really good, right? So just being able to talk with them, there was a mingle session so we could just discuss informally. There were the lessons where we could learn from all of these teachers that are talking to us every week. There were some invited speakers that were telling us how to approach, for example, corporations, and that was very interesting also. The mentors that we have one-on-one sessions and we all the time talk to them. That was really nice. There were also some practical sessions, and during the practical sessions we could interact with each other into a more direct way. There was this Miro board that we could put all our ideas for actually other companies. So you have startups that are around you, and you're thinking about, they have a goal, how you can give them an idea so that they can achieve their goal. So this interaction, generally speaking, is really nice for me. That was very exciting. Yeah.
Really
So
nice.
that was for the first half of the program, as you mentioned.
I see.
The second half is a little bit more independent, let's say. So we have the chance to use all the things that we have learned, and we have the time to actually work in preparation for the demo day that is scheduled for the end of the program. So the demo day is in a way the culmination of the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to actually participating in that demo day.
I see.
Yeah.
そうですね、やっぱりその今回いろんなスタートアップの方が、入ってくださって思うんですけども、やっぱりいろんなこう会社のことが知れて勉強になるっていうのもありますけど、結構そのあれなんですよね、こう皆さん対話方式で進めたがるので、皆さんの経験をこうバーッと聞いて最後に自分のことも語るみたいな話なので、まあちょっとここの待ち時間っていうかちょっとしんどいなって思うことは正直あります。
The third one is apart from the skills you learned, have you gained any experience throughout interacting with other international startups and your mentors?
Right. I mean, the mentor that we have assigned to Corpy, his name is Note. He's really amazing. I'm really happy to talk with him every time. And he's asking some really difficult questions.
What's that?
He knows how to ask difficult questions. For example, why is your product good? Like, why we should use your product and not the things that already exist? So, by asking these difficult questions, he's actually put me in the process to think more about how we should present Confide from the point of view of a customer. We really need to give them a reason for using Confide, not just say, hey, our product is great, because they'll ask, why is it great, right? And how does it compare with existing products? So these questions are essential, but it was not clear to me how to ask them to myself and to the team, and also how to answer them. So I think this interaction with Nota in particular is very, very important for the future of Confide. So personally, I have learned a lot from this.
本当に我々が今まで交尾として辿ってきた道っていうのが間違いじゃなかったんだなっていうのを、その実際に講義でこういうことをやりなさい、こういうことやったらどうですかっていろいろメンターの方からもアドバイスいただけるんですけれども、そこでまあ本当に言われたことで、まあ、私たちがやってきたからこそ今があるみたいなところもあるので、そこは今までそのコピーが通ってきた道が間違いじゃなかったっていうことをちょっと知れて嬉しく思っています。はい。
結構自信につながりますね。
そうですね。はい。
So, what do you expect for the rest of the 3 weeks?
For the rest of the 3 weeks, well, I expect to work on the pitch that we need to prepare, to work on the pitch deck, to get ready for the demo day, to have a, well, this is a little bit more on the internal side, but actually finalize the version of Confide that we have currently so that it's ready for people to experience it live. So if I can summarize it, it will be preparation for the demo day. But we really need to understand what is the value that we're offering to our clients. Because if you have a really good product and you know how to present it to the client, then the pitch, that is your pitch. You don't need anything else. The pitch is written by itself. So I actually want to focus exactly on this part, understanding what is the value of Confide for our clients and understanding how I can convey this value so that they can understand it clearly.
そうですね。もうおそらく講義形式のことはもう終わって、今後その最後のデモでに向けたピッチの準備とか、こういったこうピッチが心に響くみたいな講義があると思うんですよね。なのでまあで最終的に我々も、はい、そこでそのデモでいかにその我々のコンファイドを売っていくかみたいなところは一番今回の愛知このプログラムに参加した目的ですので、まあ、そこでいかにこう集客できるか、いかにこう先ほど言った一歩リードしてそこを見せつけられるかみたいなところは、はい、頑張って習得していきたいで、まあ、成果として結びつけたいと思ってます。